Alright guys, welcome back to another recap. A good day today, almost $1,000 profit, $60 short of $1,000. I even hesitated trading to see if I could make $60 here, but I am a disciplined trader, and these little bit of profits to get to a certain profit target are the ones that mess up with you. And I'd be saying here, I want 60 bucks and lose $50, and then try to get back $50 and then lose $100 and then try to get $100 back, you know, snowballs. So I'm being disciplined here, and even though I wanted $1,000 today, I think I'm going to be happy with $945 pretty much. Pretty good trading today. I have a very funny moment from this morning, which if you are new here, I stream completely free. You guys can see my whole screen, my face while I'm trading live, my momentum scanner, every time I buy, every time I sell, and my thinking process as I'm doing that. So if you guys want to watch me trade live, all you have to do is hit that notification bell, hit the subscribe button, and then you'll get notified. I do it every morning 15 minutes before market opens, and then also on tradecaster.com. It's two different platforms that I stream live on. So tradecaster.com is meant for trading. If you put tickers on there, you can kind of see the charts and all that stuff. I have a few people watching me. Actually, half of the people watch me on Tradecaster, and that chat is pretty active. So if you want to watch me there, you can do that. It's completely free. Cancel the payment. Don't even have to put a credit card in. Alright, so like I said, I do have a pretty funny moment that I'm going to try to pull it up here on video and then watch it live with you guys. I'll have to move my camera out of the way so I can watch it live as I'm watching this recap of this video. It was from one of the trades this morning, but other than that, I think I traded pretty good. Today might be a little bit of a longer recap, so you guys hang in here with me. I think today is a very good day to watch this whole recap because I think I nailed a lot of trades, and even though I never got a good opening, I got a lot of small hits by getting good dips. Sorry. Another thing that I'm going to throw out there, as many of you guys know, I hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Finally got reviewed and accepted, so I'm considered a YouTube partner. So thank you guys again. And second of all, along with that, you guys can now donate to the stream. You guys can support the creator. Little tab down below. I honestly don't know what it is. I think you just support the creator and you kind of donating to me. But also, like, if I get a lot of comments, it like prioritizes you, makes it a specific color. I think you can use stickers or stuff like that. So if you guys really enjoy my recaps, enjoy my live trading, I've never asked for any money from any of you guys at all. But if you guys just want to support and enjoy what you're watching, then that'd be a way to thank me for it. Other than that, let me get to this recap. I'll stop rambling on because none of you guys care about me talking or me asking for money. So let me look at my trades. So I did go 4 for 4 BBAI, ADTX, SNTI, and Beat. Beat was my off-stream trade, so this happened after I was done streaming, but I'll go over that as well. I'll go over, I guess, BBAI, small trade this morning. Gosh, talking all morning just kind of messes you up. So BBAI, first trade, downtrend break. You see the 1 minute right here. Let me pull up the 5 minute as well. So you see the 5 minute and the 1 minute have a pretty nice downtrend, right? Pretty nice downtrend. Now these downtrends, as later the day goes by, if you're an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours into the market open, I don't trust them as much. But if they're right at the open, I will take a dip on them because momentum is hot. So your buyers are going to step in there and sellers are going to bail out or something like that. So downtrend right there. It finally breaks out of it, the first minute candle of open, and then it kind of pulls all the way back down. And to me, this is like a nasty little flush, right? You see that candle and you're like, oh, this is seller stepping in there. But just because I knew that downtrend was there, I decided to buy there and kind of 9 EMA, you know, coincidence, 9 EMA, 20 EMA there, and supported that downtrend, and I got that very nice pop back up. I think I sold a little too early, so I bought them at 161, and it looks like I sold 164 and 165, so I sold like halfway up this candle, and this still reached 172. So I could have almost made 10 cents on that play with 2,500 shares. That would have been a good play. And now I'm the opposite right now. So that stock is downtrending. I'm looking for the break of the uptrend. Now that I break that uptrend, I'm looking for the support down here. So now I got my line and support. It dips down to it, but that's kind of the second touch, so I wouldn't really have known to trust that. And that third touch there, it pulls right back down to that. I think that price right there is 164. I get a little bit of a high fill, 166, 167, but still get a small profit on that trade. And that was it on this stock. I mean, only $87 with those two trades, and stock never really opened up again. Next trade is going to be SNTI. SNTI is not the one I traded the best, but I still made pretty good money on. Hold on. Can you just close the door for me, please? No, I'm recording a video. So SNTI is the one that did end up rallying a little bit more, and honestly, it's probably one of my second biggest trade of the day. Same thing. Patterns started opening up, stocks started opening up. I have a downtrend now because of all of these pivots here, and you can see I hesitated on this one, right? I didn't jump in up here, I didn't jump in down there, but then I see this pullback here, and finally this green candle here. Look at the volume on that green candle compared to what we've had all day. That candle right there had the most volume, and at that point I'm looking, I'm looking for a new high of day, which was 198 at the time, and ultimately I'm looking at $2 break because it's right above it. So I'm looking at 198 new high, but really I'm looking at $2. My problem on this one was honestly not looking at the daily chart as much, because if I would have looked at the daily chart, I knew that that 200 moving average was sitting there at 227. Let me see if you guys can see it. So 227 right there. And I was looking $2, $2, $2, $2, right? But then I was like, okay, I got the break of $2, and I took my profit off the table. But in reality, I should have been looking for 227, 227, 227. That's the 200 moving SMA. If we get past the 227, then this thing can go parabolic and make a nice move. But if not, then that's where shorts are going to be at. So this morning opens up. I get the breakout trade here through that high of day, 198. Kind of, I think I got the retest of 192 down here. Why 192? Just kind of these pivots here. So this got stuck here. Breaks out of that, kind of want to see the retest of that, pulls down to 193. I get 193 fill, very nice opening all the way up to 199, which is $2. Start selling there, and then I took some all the way to the top of 207, 204. So this kind of micro pullback strategy there, and then micro pullback strategy here for the retest of 2. So I added 201 again, got the move back up, so I added 201, 207, extra 6 cents there on 500 shares. Now on here, it's where I should have been 227, 227. We didn't hit 227, but we got to 225, which to me, I left most of this back here, because at that point I was like, this thing is getting stuffed, it's getting high, it's too overextended, but I should have known here that we had a little bit more room, and with a little bit more room, knowing that we had potential to, I should have jumped in back here buying this dip here. So this little bit of a 2-minute flag. Why? Volume increases here and then kind of just dies right there at the bottom of that flag, holding the 9, holding this previous pivot of 209, and that right there would have been the trade that took me from 210 to 215, an extra 10-15 cents there. And I completely was blindsided to the daily chart on this one, so that was on me. Didn't trade this one the best. Aside from that, yeah, see this downtrend break, and then you're like, well, this is what you're talking about earlier. Yeah, it breaks, it retests, but there's no big continuation. The volume is not there like it is in the opening, where you get a downtrend break and then boom, explosion, because the volume is there. Now ADTX, this is the stock that I want to get to, and let me see if I can yeah, so I can pull it up, and I'll have to enable desktop audio. So ADTX, I did, wait a second, that's not right. Oh, that's not today. I was like, I know I traded it more than once. Okay, so I was so confused, but I need you to show my trades. I hate when Thinkorswim does this. I promise you guys I'm not a scammer. There we go. So ADTX, this was not on the gappers list this morning, but it started getting momentum. See, it didn't really gap up. Daily is still kind of oversold on this one, so I was like, maybe this still has some room to keep pushing higher. And then here, this thing just kind of opened up for the first 15-20 minutes. The market opened straight up, and now I'm looking at $4. So, and this is going to be important because, you know, whole dollars, where's your target, what are you aiming for? And I'm looking for $4 this whole time. $4 whole dollar psychological number. So now when I see this big move, I wanted this thing to have a healthy low volume pullback and then rip through $4. And so this thing ripped. I mean, look at this volume here. It's pushing up with a very nice volume, and then 1 candle, 2 candles, 3 candles down, and look at that volume there. And so I start averaging in here. I kind of get my first entry there at 387. Pretty okay fill. 383 is a low, so I didn't snipe the bottom. at it again at a lower low, and then finally starts popping up. And here was my first trade where I was like, you know what, I got the trade at $4. I got it. Nailed the bottoms here. Starts popping up 391, start taking some off, but I want $4, so I left these 2,500 shares right here ready to extend through $4. That doesn't go. Now I'm not sure how much I made on this trade, maybe $100, something like that, but that's trade number 1 where it doesn't work out, right? So I get the bottom, it starts popping up, next candle starts popping up, and then boom, stopped out. It didn't work out. No $4 break, I'm out. So that's trade number 1. Trade number 2, again, looking for this thing to keep pulling back, forming maybe a bigger flag, right? So then pulls back down all the way down to VWAP. I get that trade there. I don't think I nailed the bottom on this one either. Low of that candle is 77. I got 79. But instantly, the second I buy, recovers all the way up and then closes high, and next candle starts going for it. And at this point, I'm like, break a downtrend right here. Break of $4. Here we go. Pops up. Start taking some off. I had 2,500 shares. Take a little bit off. Take a little bit off. Get stuffed on me. Stopped out right here. 1,000 shares stopped out and took some out right there. Stopped out. Trade number 2 doesn't work, right? Then I'm like, okay, maybe this thing is just gonna have a bigger pullback. Pulls back on the 5-minute. It looked okay-ish. Let me see. So it pulled back. This is not today. I don't know why it does that to me. So it pulls back, and then you see the push up, still pretty good volume, kind of pulls back down, still holding that ADMA on the 8. And here I looked at the daily chart. So if you look at the daily chart, you see this previous wick. You guys can kind of see it right there at 363, sorry. And that was this level here. So kind of stuck there, pulls back down, rips through it, confirms it as support, and then makes a leg. But it pulls back down to that daily pivot again. And at that point, I'm like, you know what, this daily pivot might hold. I'm still looking for $4. I nailed the bottom of this trade here. This candle here dipped down to 359, and I got a 359 fill, 359.99. Obviously market orders with 2,500 shares, and I don't know why this one. This is the dip. This is the dip of the dips right here. The dip of the dip of the dip. Dip of the dip of the dip. You know, that I've had. You know, I nailed this trade, and I let it go. I let it go right there. I think I made $70 on this trade here, but 2,500 shares from 3.6, and it get all the way up to $4 or 3.90, whatever it gave me. That's 30 cents on 2,500 shares. That would have been a nice trade. $300, $400, $500. You know. But let it go. Missed this, honestly. Missed this pullback here. I didn't think it had it in it. And then finally pops up again, and look at this increased volume. Pops up again and consolidates with low volume. Now, this is a trade that I want you guys to see. I had a downtrend like that. So I just deleted it, but I just drew it again. So here, there, there. Touches that pivot there, spike there. And then you could see it struggle here. Pops out of it, and then starts holding that. And it starts holding that downtrend now, and here I was like, it's holding it. I don't know that I trust it that much, but if we keep holding it 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, you know, at that point, okay, I'm like, okay, $4 is right there. We've held sellers for 5 minutes. This thing has got to go. And so this thing dips down a little bit. I actually called it out loud before this trade happened. I was like, if this dips down to 385, 384, I'm going to jump in this trade right here for the break of 4. Dips down a tiny bit, enough for me to get in there. I punched the buy button, and then instantly again, I mean, I hit the buy button, and this thing starts going up. Now 2,500 shares again. I take out 500 this time because at this point I was so positive 4 was going to break. You know, I've had $4 on my radar for the last hour on this stock, and now I'm sitting here 10 cents off of $4. This thing has got to go. I punch the buy button. I sell a little bit. I have 2,000 shares left. I buy in at 385. This thing spikes up, hits 399, and the second it hits 399, this thing flushes and flushes down. And my remaining shares, I took them out at 384, which is what I was having for the squeeze. 1,500 shares, 384. So I actually sold them below what I bought them. So I bought them down here, pops up, sell a little bit, pops up, sell a little bit, looking for the break of 4. It flushes down on me. It stopped out a penny below what I got it. And at this point, I mean, I'm going to show you the video. Let me show you the video. Let me enable desktop audio, and let me move my camera out the way real quick. So this is me, the real me, and on the left, oh, actually, you know what? It's not even going to do it like that, because I'm just going to move this over. So here it was Actually, I guess I will. I'll do it like this. So now you guys are seeing the recording of me. This was me earlier down here. This is me now. And let me show you guys this. So, never mind. Come on, ADTX. What are you doing, man? Pretty sure I call out. I want 384, 385. Yeah, so today is the day that the market crashed in 2008. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks. I'm pretty sure I saw it somewhere, and I was like, "There's no way." Even to the day, they're gonna do the same thing. I'm talking about the stock market crashing, but Rome, I know you called out I like several times. Are you in it, Rome, on YouTube? Man, I should have planned this. I'm still very interested on ADTX for the break of 4 right here. Very interested on the break of 4. Still have it in the back of my mind right here. I want a little dip here, and I want to get in on the ADTX. I want the dip here, 384-ish, 384-ish. Right here. Look at here. Lower if I can get it. It's fixing to pop down. I'm looking at it. I just want a small little tiny flush for a second wave of buyers to come in. It just won't dip. Okay, there's a little bit. It holds it up. There's a second dip. Punch the buy button. And then look at the time and sales. Instant green. All of that is green. Reverses on me immediately. Took the trade 384 like I said. Exactly where I called it. I take a little bit out just to be safe. Now look at this. 2,000 shares right now. Took the trade where I told you guys. Took the trade exactly where I told you guys I was going to get it. Alright, so there is my second fill, my second exit. So now I have 1,500 shares left. And this is my runners. I'm currently up 465 on the stock. I think before that trade I was up 280 or 320, something like that. I can go back real quick and look at it. But then, hope you guys took that 384. I have 4 in mine. I'm looking for $4. I am looking for $4. There. No! That happened so fast. It spikes up to $3.99. I don't even sell because I want $4. I'm looking for $4. I am looking $3.99 there. There's a couple ask orders there that don't get filled, obviously. There's 80 there. And then time and sales, everything else just disappears. Right now I'm currently up 500 on the trade there. Looking for $4. Time and sales. Well, you can't. No! There it is. All red, all red, all red. Look at those big red orders. All red. Instant flushes. In my mind there's nothing to do but to cut the trade out. I don't even look at my P&L. I don't even know where the price is. All I know is we hit $3.99 and we rejected and pulling back down. You piece of crap! And then I cry about it. Oh, I'm crying. And I give up. I give up. I've waved the white flag. I'm done. I'm done. I tried the stock here. I tried it here. I tried it there. I tried it there. Son of a biscuit eater, man. I could not get this thing to break out on me. I just could not. I think I did end up coming back. Yeah. So let me move myself over again. So I did end up coming back. Finally got the break of 4. Now on this one, I was very, very cautious. I said it when I was trading live. Let me undo my desktop audio again. I said it when I was trading. Like if we break $4, I am going to wait for that candle to close above $4. I'm not gonna take a trade early or break out of 4 because that happened last time and we got stuffed earlier. So I'm waiting for that break. Holds $4. Take the retest of $4, and I was able to add about another $100 here or something like that. But I mean, this trade never broke for me. This one never broke for me. This one, my fault. The one that would have worked a little bit better, I let it go too early. This one didn't work for me, and then this one just gave me about a 5-10 cent scalp. Didn't quite open up. And then I guess I'll go over my last trade real quick for you guys. That was the beat, the last one that I took off of stream. Beat, actually, before I got off stream, I said if beat gets up to $3.99, $4, keep an eye on that one. Keep an eye on that one. Maybe could have gone this flag here, pivot right above $4. So breaks $4, new high, kind of flags here a little bit. Obviously this would have been a hard one to do, but you got that big breakout, and now I'm looking for this thing to continue on this stock. So I waited for that pullback, waited for that pullback, waited for that 5-minute to set up. I kind of was looking at this pivot here at 424, but didn't quite dip to 424, so I started taking some dips in here, dips in here. This one I took the dip and I stopped out, and then this one again I took the dip again. It started working in my favor. 1,500 shares, so I sold 500 there, sold 500 there, and then finally got the move in my favor. And I did a good job of getting out of this one and slow drips along here. I was still looking for a new high of day and possibly a big squeeze on this one to $5. So I was being very patient with my last shares. I sold through 200, sold 100, sold 100, and then I think I had a 200 left at a stop down here, 244. Which when this candle flushed, I got stopped out of it. So I made $200 there extra. But that's it, guys. Where am I at? 21 minutes on this recap, so a little bit longer. If you guys made it all the way to the end, congratulations. Hope you guys learned something. Hope you guys had a little bit of a laugh on today's video. I did a good job today. I think I did a good job trading on a tough market and tough conditions and pretty decent day. So if you guys want to watch me trade live, you already know, just hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll be live tomorrow 15 minutes before market open, or on tradecatcher.com, same thing, completely free. Like I mentioned, that creator donation button is down below if you guys had a laugh or if you guys enjoy my recaps and learned a lot about it. And then what was I going to say? I guess that's it, guys. If you enjoyed this recap, just make sure to hit that thumbs up. Make sure to leave a comment down below how you guys did today or anything you guys have questions on. I will see you guys tomorrow on the live trading or on the recap. Y'all have a good rest of your day.